Hello, Upper View. Hello, Upper View. How are we doing? How are we doing? Can you respond like you're strong?
Amen.
How are we doing? How are we doing? Amen. It is good to be in the house of the Lord. Amen. I've just come up to say, since my baptism on Sunday, I have been walking in the light of what God is wanting to do this time in Upper View. Bishop has given us a time to pray and fast and listen to what God is saying. And this past week has been spent doing just that. I want to say I've experienced and I've seen God doing things in just this short space of time. At my workplace, people lost their jobs, and it was announced a day before it became public news. And I remember feeling I need to call my boss because he was affected and just strengthen him and say to him, it will be well because I am in your team. Amen. It will be well because I am part of the people who you work with, and God has appointed me in your team for a purpose. I always talk about my coming to church and what I do in the house of the Lord with my boss at work, so he understands what I'll be talking about. So I phoned him around about 5 o'clock after hours, and I said to him, I've heard this is going to happen tomorrow, but do not fear. He says, this is my third redundancy in 3 years. It's hopeless. And I said to him, you will not be affected like that. I'm telling you these words because I pray a living God. This man has been very good to my coming back to work and my rehabilitation. So I felt it was my time to stand with him. And because of the praying and fasting I was going through, I knew that if I spoke to God, it shall come to pass. And on the day the redundancies were announced, they went into a meeting. He phoned me soon after and he said, you will not believe, I have been guaranteed a job. He said, I have been guaranteed a job. Others have been displaced, but I was told you will have a job. And I said, I thank God for this. And I thank God for the vision of Upper View. Because if this had happened last year or before I came to Upper View, I would have been panicking like the others. And after that, something happened with one of my file checks as well. It was picked up. And it was looking like it's going to go very wrong with compliance. It looked very bad. One of my colleagues picked it up and said, I'm concerned about this file. I think you need to take a whole day out to look at this file. So with that panic of his, he said, I suggest you come and talk to me. And I said, not with my God. Whatever I touch, Bishop has told me, will be prosperous, will be successful. Whatever I've put my hand on, nobody shall reverse it. I have put a step forward. No one will move my step. Once I've put my step in something, God has guaranteed it for me. This is the year of the giant steps forward. And whatever I'm doing is a giant step. So no one who doesn't come or who does not believe in my God will tell me that there is errors or it looks wrong. I refused that. As soon as he put the phone down, the person checking the file sent a message saying, file passed. Very good example. So this is what God is doing for me. This is just at my work area. There's a lot of things going on within my own family, within myself in the ministry, with my relationship with the people of God. I'm thanking God for restoring the love. Bishop said in the 12th day prayer, remember the original love for original miracles. And I want that original love between myself and my pastors, between me and the brethren, so that I can experience the original miracles from God at this time of my life. So I just want to say to those people who are praying and fasting now, remember that God is doing this with us. This is a message for our time. And whatever is happening, it is all because God is able. Amen.